a new topic, complex numbers. Okay, I think you got an idea from the first videos, complex numbers. The last year in 10th standard, you have studied the chapter quadratic equation. The standard form of the equation is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 where a not equal to 0. In this chapter, we have studied how to solve a quadratic equation. The solution of a quadratic equation by the formula x equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac whole divided by 2a. Do remember, here a is the coefficient of x square, b is the coefficient of x and c is the constant term. Okay, that is independent of the variable x. And here the term b square minus 4ac is called the discriminant. Okay, you know, it is called the discriminant. Okay. And the nature of the roots, if b square minus 4ac equal to 0, we will get two equal roots, that is minus b by 2a. And b square minus 4ac greater than 0 means positive. Okay, then the roots are real, two real roots. If b square minus 4ac less than 0, the roots are imaginary. There is no real roots. Okay, that case we have studied. And here, such imaginary numbers are called complex number. In this chapter, we are discussing about the imaginary number. Okay, then what is a complex number? A number which is of the form a plus ib is called a complex number where a and b are the real numbers and I is an imaginary number. Complex number is a number which is of the form a plus ib where a and b are the real numbers and I is an imaginary number such that I square equal to negative 1. The value of I square is negative 1, or we can say that I equal to root of negative 1. What is the value of the imaginary number I? I is root of negative 1. Okay, and here in a plus ib, the number a plus ib, the term a independent of the imaginary number I is called the real part. A is called the real part and B is called the imaginary part. Okay, what is complex number? Which is of the form a plus ib. A and B are real numbers and I is an imaginary number. What is its value? I is equal to root of negative 1. And here A, that is independent of I, is called the real part and B is called the imaginary part. A is called the real part and B is called the imaginary part. Okay. And a complex number which is denoted by the letter Z, capital Z. And A we can write real Z and B is the imaginary Z. Is it okay? And the next condition, if two complex numbers A plus IB and C plus ID are equal, if two complex numbers are equal, then we can say that the real part A equal to C and B equal to D. Okay, what is the condition? If two complex numbers are said to be equal, then their real part and imaginary parts must be equal. Okay, and here A equal to C and B equal to D. Is it okay? What is complex number? Complex number is a number which is of the form a plus ib where a and b are real numbers and I is an imaginary number. Its value I is root of negative 1 which is denoted by the letter Z. If two complex numbers are equal, then we can say that their real part and imaginary parts must be same. Okay. And like real numbers, these complex numbers also satisfy the properties of numbers. Which are the properties? Yes, commutative properties. What is commutative property? Z1 plus Z2 is same as Z2 plus Z1. And closure property. What is closure property? is in addition. The closure property we can define as for any two complex number, their sum is again a complex number. Or in the case of multiplication for any two complex number, their product is also a complex number. It is called the closure property. Okay, the what is associative property? Associative property Z1 plus Z2 plus Z3 equal to Z1 plus Z2 plus Z3. Okay, here the complex number satisfies the commutative property, closure property and associative property in the case of both addition and multiplication. Okay, which are the properties? Closure property, associative property and commutative property. Okay, and which satisfies the distributive property under addition. That is Z1 into Z2 plus Z3. We can write Z1 Z2 plus Z1 Z3. This property is called distributive property. What is it? Distributive property. Okay, this property is called distributive property. Okay, now the complex number satisfies all the properties of real numbers, that is commutative property, closure property, associative property and distributive property. Then next we can discuss the existence of identity element. In the case of addition, in the numbers, the additive identity is 0. And similarly, in the case of complex number, the additive identity is 0 plus I0. Okay, then any real number we can convert into complex number. See example 2, we can convert into complex number as 2 plus I0. Okay, 2 plus I0, that is becomes a complex number. And 3 is also a complex number. How? We can write 3 plus I into 0. Okay, then the additive identity is 0. And which is the multiplicative identity? Yes, the multiplicative identity is 1. We can write 1 as 1 plus I into 0. This is the additive identity and this one is the multiplicative identity. Okay. And for any number a plus ib, any complex number a plus ib, its additive inverse is minus a minus ib. Change the sign of the real part and imaginary part, we will get the complex number. For the number 2 plus 3i, which is additive identity, minus 2 minus 3i. For the number 3, which is the additive identity, 3 plus I into 0, the additive identity is minus 3 minus I into 0. Okay, for getting the additive identity, okay, we can change the sign of both the real part and imaginary part. That is additive inverse. Which is the additive identity? 0. And the multiplicative identity is 1. We can find the additive inverse by changing the sign of both the real part and imaginary part. Then next we can study the conjugate of a complex number. What is it? Conjugate of the complex number. And conjugate of the complex number z is denoted by z bar. That is conjugate of z. For the complex number a plus ib, the conjugate is a minus ib. Okay, note the point. For a plus ib minus a minus ib is the additive inverse. But a minus ib, changing the sign of the middle one, we will get the conjugate. A minus ib is the conjugate of the real number. Complex number. For the a plus ib, what is the conjugate? A minus ib. Okay. Then we can discuss the modulus of this number. Modulus of z is denoted by mod z. Okay. For the number a plus ib, modulus of z is root of a square plus b square. For example, the number 2 plus 3i, how will you calculate the conjugate? 2 minus 3i, and its modulus is root of 2 square plus 3 square. Okay, that is 4 plus 9, root 30. That is sum of the squares of the real part and imaginary part. That is the modulus. Don't forget, the conjugate of a plus ib is a minus ib. And the additive inverse of a plus ib is minus a minus ib. And modulus of z is root of a square plus b square. Okay. And the multiplicative inverse denoted by z inverse. The multiplicative inverse can be calculated by the formula z bar conjugate of z by modulus of z square. conjugate of z by modulus of z square. Okay, and here we discuss what is complex number, and the a without I is called the real part, and the term including I is called the imaginary part, which is denoted by the letter z. Okay, complex number is denoted by the letter z. If two complex numbers are equal, its real and imaginary parts are equal. And the complex numbers satisfy the laws, commutative law, closure law, associative law, and distributive law. Okay, and which is the additive identity? 0, or we can write 0 plus I 0. And which is the multiplicative identity? 1, or 1 plus I 0. Then how will you find the additive inverse? By changing both the sign of the real part and imaginary part. And what do you mean by conjugate of a plus ib? Is a minus ib. And how will you find the modulus root of a square plus b square? And finally, the multiplicative inverse of z is z bar by modulus of z square, where z bar is the conjugate and mod z is the modulus. Is it okay? Then, and the next one is the powers of I. Okay, how will you find I square, I cube, etc.? We know I equal to root of negative 1. Is it okay? What is I square? Yes, I square is negative 1. And how will you find I cube? Okay, for any number we can convert into the even power. I cube we can write I square into I. We know what is I square? Minus 1. Minus 1 into I, minus I. Okay, I raised to 4, how will you calculate? I square into I square. Minus 1 into minus 1, that is positive 1. And I raised to 5, we can write I square, I raised to 4 into I, or I square the whole square into I. What is I square? Minus 1. Minus 1 whole square. Minus 1 with even power become positive and odd power is negative. Then answer is I. I raised to 6, that is I square the whole cube, minus 1 the whole cube, minus 1 with odd power becomes negative. Okay, that is negative 1. Then I raised to 7, how will you write? I square in I raised to 6 into I raised to 6, we got negative 1. Negative 1 into I, negative I. And similarly, we can calculate any number. See, for example, I raised to 19, how will you calculate? I raised to even power, 18 into I. That is I square the whole raised to 9 into I. What is I square? Minus 1. Minus 1 whole raised to 9. Odd number become negative. Answer become negative I. Is it okay? Then I raised to 39. How will you write? I raised to 39. Yes, I raised to 38 into I. I raised to 38 we can write I square the whole raised to 19 into I. Minus 1 the whole raised to 19 into I, minus 1 with odd power become negative, answer is negative I. Okay, and similarly see, I raised to negative 29, how will you write? Okay, I raised to negative 29, by using exponential law we can write 1 by I raised to 29. Okay, that is 1 by I raised to 28 into I. Okay, what is I raised to 28? Yes, 1 by I square the whole raised to 14 into I. What is I square the whole raised to 14? I square negative 1 whole raised to 14, even power become positive. Then answer is 1 by I. Okay, and similarly we can calculate any powers of I, and the basic rule is I square is equal to negative 1 and I is equal to root of negative 1. Okay, don't forget, you watch the video 2 or 3 times and all the properties. Okay, you please write all the properties we discussed here. First you write what is complex number and the condition of a complex number. Okay, and one more thing, this complex number also satisfy the identities. Which are the identities? A plus b whole cube, a minus b whole cube, okay, and a plus b whole square, a minus b whole square, and a square minus b square. Okay, and this complex number also satisfy all these identities. Okay, and I hope this topic is clear for you. Okay, if you have any doubt, please clarify through WhatsApp. Thank you.